Bear with me 1 second, we're almost up. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Forgot my gloves. Alright, I'm a little bit late today, but I had some stuff to do. So today, I'm going to do something a little different. That's going to bother me. My text is off-centered. Let me fix that. Today we're going to be doing an SCP, because I was looking at the SCP mythology, whatever you want to call it. Okay, that's better. And there's a lot of interesting ones, and I was happy they're under like Creative Commons license, so you can basically do whatever you like with them so long as you attribute the original author. But there's very few restrictions on them. You obviously can't copyright them, and they're open use. So we're going to be doing one of the more popular cute ones, SCP-999, which is the little tickle monster slime who loves candy. If you look at the description, I included the original link and the author there, both for the attribution and so you can just read about it. But basically, he is a cute little slime of, I think they said he was like the consistency of peanut butter or something. He's very sweet. He likes to calm people down. He likes to tickle them. Childish, likes to play with things. Loves candy. I think they said his favorite was like M&Ms and Necco wafers, I think. So I don't think I'm going to do the candy quite as accurately. I'm going to go with a lollipop for a reason. But we're going to sculpt him today. It shouldn't take us too long. But my plan with him is a little different than usual. So normally I will sculpt something like this and then paint it. This time I'm going to make I want to make a silicone cast of him to make him like a little squishy stress ball out of silicone, because he should be fairly easy to do that. So we're going to be making this model with the intention of making a mold that I can cast and recast, because I was double checking the license and I'm pretty sure you can use it even for commercial stuff so long as you can't copyright any designs and you have to attribute the original writing that it came from. So that is my goal. I'll double check everything again just to make sure I can do this, but I want to make, at the very least, a cute little silicone version of him. So this is going to be the master mold that will make the master, like, design that will make the molds from. Now, if he survives, I think he should survive the demolding. We may paint him as well and have, like, the clay version and the silicone version, but we'll see. The next video, I might instead do a demolding of him and maybe make something else. We'll see. But for now, we're going to go ahead and start. I apologize for the loud noises. I think the mic should cut it out, but I'm not sure. Yeah, and if you go read the SCP wiki, there's a lot of fun little details that they add about him. I was really debating about the candies because I kind of wanted to give him M&Ms, but if we're doing a soft silicone version, there's not a good way for me to attach those to him somehow, whereas if I do a lollipop, I can give him a little like hand that has a hole in it and make a detachable lollipop out of resin. And I can't really do that with M&Ms or like Necco wafer type candies, so I went with lollipop even though I think his favorites are specifically M&Ms. So when I do photos, I might have some smaller candies that look like that nearby, just for fun. But just for the sake of the art, we can't quite do that. Let me warm this clay up. I prepped it a while ago, but it's gotten a little cold. It is getting chilly lately, and that really messes with the clay. But yes, he is an amorphous little slime that's very cute. So I'm going to get the base here of him. I'll have to pull up the wiki myself because I don't think it mentions a specific eye color. Let me see here. I don't think it mentions a specific eye color. I don't even know if it mentions eyes, but every fan art I've seen gives him eyes. Yeah, and it has some cute details about the protocols, you know, of securing, protecting this particular SCP. He has a lot of freedom compared to most of them because he's fairly harmless. But here, let me see. Oh, and I saw there's a cute little note at the end about not feeding him. I think it was caffeine or soda or something, because it makes him too hyper, which made me smile. Alright. Yes, it says large amorphous gelatinous mass of translucent orange slime, weighing about 120 pounds. So this is a much tinier version of him. Let's see. You can change shape at will. I don't think it mentions... Yes, the actual description does not mention eyes. However, I like the idea of having eyes. Most of the fan art does have eyes, so I really did want to give him that, just because it makes him cuter and recognizable for what the standard portrayals are. But I think the original design doesn't actually have visual eyes. But if you read through it, he's very sweet. He's very cute. I was debating between this one and one of the others. That was the teddy bear that can make like transplant organs for kids. I almost made that one, but then I thought this would be more fun because I could turn him into a little stress ball. I think some people have actually already done that, but it'd be fun to do my own designs of it. So, let me see. Yes, his favorite candies are M&Ms and Necco wafers, which Necco wafers are yummy. I do like those. Yes. Let me see. Where's the notation about the soda? Yes, a reminder to all staff that SCP-99 is not to consume caffeinated soft drinks of any kind. I gave him a can of cola and he was bouncing off the walls for half an hour. Which I thought was pretty funny. So, he's not allowed to have soda. No soda, no caffeine. He's like a little child. I'm not sure how well I will do with the sculpting of this because I feel like amorphous type creatures are harder because there's fewer details to rely on to make it look recognizable. Alright. Yeah, and they do mention pseudopods, like little pseudo hands and things. He mentions 3. Most people portray it with 2. But he is amorphous, so he can take most any shape. Yeah, but the mouth and eyes are a bit artist licensed, and I do kind of like that design. So we're going to go that route. Although it may not be terribly accurate to the source material, I do think it's cute. And that is my main goal. But I have a very translucent silicone that I can dye, so I can probably make a fairly accurate looking silicone slime kind of appearance, which I think will be pretty cute, provided I can get the design that I like here. And normally I will do these at 7. Occasionally I will have to push it back to 8, 8:30. Just depends. on what's going on. I unfortunately, my real life responsibilities, real life, this is real life, but like regular outside of this responsibilities often change. So sometimes I will have to change either the day or the time, but mostly I will try to keep it on Fridays at 7. I know I didn't do that today. And then I was talking with someone and, you know, it's fine because nobody was waiting or anything, but... Yeah, I feel like amorphous creatures should be easier, but for some reason, I guess they're harder for me because I don't have as much detail to rely on for the sculpting. I'll make him a little more oblong. I think we'll do his head this direction. Alright. I think the eyes will go here and here. For now, I'm using marbles. The silicone cast, I will have to manually paint the eyes. Which is fine, because I do have pigments to do that with. Let's see. Where do I want his mouth? Oh, I realized I just forgot to turn on. Hold on. Hopefully it didn't mess the audio up. I have a little hydroponic garden if you heard water running in the background or if it sounded static. I do apologize. That was my little hydroponic garden. It runs water periodically and I totally forgot to turn that off. It's cold enough now the AC isn't on, but hopefully that didn't mess up the audio too much. Smooth this out a tad. Let me add some shapes in here. And I accidentally got super glue on my thumb, which is making everything I rub with the thumb look really rough. So I can't use my right thumb. There we go. You can see where we're going with this little slime guy. It's pretty cute. Like I said, this will probably be a very short video because he doesn't have a ton of detail. I do want to see what I can do with these eyes here because I want to make them cuter. And sometimes putting little things under the eyes can make them cuter because it makes it look like you're smiling, kind of. Because when you smile, your cheeks go up and make your eyes a little narrower from the bottom. If you make them narrower from the top, it looks like you're really like focused or pensive, potentially angry if you angle it too much. But if you make it like that, it makes it look happier. And then the other thing I want to do there we go, that makes them look really happy. So I want to make it look like he has little cheeks. Let me see if I can do this the way I want. So little. Yeah, because the personality they gave him was like super puppy-like, loyal, and childish, kind of. With a debate about how much he understands and how intelligent he is. Because apparently he understands like verbal commands and things, but doesn't himself speak. And just makes little gurgly noises. And I think that the file, if you read it, actually describes him as very puppy-like. Very babyish, very puppy-like. Which I thought sounds adorable. Again, I don't think the actual original description has eyes, but everyone likes to portray him with eyes, and it does make him look so cuddly and cute. And my thought is if I can successfully do a silicone cast of this little guy, I will make one of his hands stand out a bit. It's going to take a little doing, but if I figure out how to do the mold correctly, I can make one of his hands stand out, and then I'll have an optional solid lollipop that he can hold, or that can be put aside. Because I'm mixing like hard and soft things doesn't always work terribly well. You know, it's a way to get it to stay in the silicone is sometimes not easy. But main goal is just for now to make him as cute as possible. There we go. He looks really happy. Yeah, I'm liking this, and yeah, it's going to be cute if I can turn him into, like I said, I want to double check the copyright license, but I'm pretty sure it said free and fair use, even for commercial stuff, for making money with it, as long as you attribute it properly and you obviously don't attempt to copyright any designs, which is cool. Very cool. I know there's been like SCP games and stuff that people have made, so I like stuff like that because then it gives me free reign to do stuff with it as long as I am respectful to the original creators. Alright. And I realize there's a lot of artwork where that just doesn't, you know, that couldn't work. I'm always worried about fan art. There is a fan art piece that I'm kind of working on that I will post, but obviously I can't sell stuff like that. Although I know lots of people do, there's a lot of iffy legal stuff that makes me concerned. Because I don't want to steal anybody's, you know, property or do something I'm not allowed to. So I always try to check their copyright rules before I sell anything. But fan art usually is okay to a degree. I'm always worried, but I will be posting, hopefully, if I can finish it, some Zelda fan art stuff. But that will just be for my own personal use. Other than the videos, it is something going in my house. Alright. Alright. One nice thing about him being amorphous is that he can be slightly lopsided and it's fine. Alright, now we gotta give him some arms. Let me pull up some fan art of this little guy. Yeah, I don't think there's a single fan art I've seen that does not portray him with eyes. Even though the original thing does not say that he has any. It was also cute that he's drawn to comforting people who have like PTSD and other stuff, which I thought was sweet. So that's why I was like, oh, he needs to be a little squishy stress ball. That'd be adorable. Alright, let me pull up some. SCP 999. Yep. He's very cute. Okay. Let's give him some arms. Yeah, I think it said when he's sleeping he just like turns into a little round oval mass. Almost like a little armadillo. Except he's a amorphous little slime. Amoeba thing. Trying to see the placement of the arm where it looks most natural. Lower. Yeah, we'll do it lower. Alright. But yes, I want him to just exude happiness. Apparently he like almost tamed one of the most violent SCPs, but then that thing went on like a rampage right afterward. So I'm kind of sad, but he tried. Alright, let me see. Now the difficulty here is going to be the arm holding the lollipop. Because whenever you do a closed off like circle shape, a mold, you run into the issue of like, how do I demold this? How do I have to make two-part molds? Because if you have a perfect circle like this, and you make a full mold around it, unless you know the mold's at the top, then you have this gap here, and then you won't be able to pull it. I don't know how to describe it, but you won't be able to pull it out of the mold because there'll be silicone all the way around. But I think if I make it small enough, I should be able to cut the silicone and it should still hold its shape. Maybe? Because I really want him to have, you know, a way to hold a lollipop. And I'm gonna have to get a bunch of little skewers or sticks like this so I can do realistic resin lollipops. But let me see. I'm trying to decide how to do this arm here. Yeah, because then if I almost attach it like this, that should work. And then I'll have it against his body, and then I should be able to just slice one little part of the silicone so that they can be demolded, but it should still hold its shape. Because I will be doing predominantly silicone casts for this. They're much less difficult. They're not gonna, you know, mess with the mold shape nearly as much as you know, I actually can probably leave a tiny bit of space there and just do it like this so that it'll hold a lollipop like that. And that should fix the demolding thing. Potential demolding issue. I don't know. We'll see here. So if I fully attach, then I'm either going to have to do a two-part mold or cut the silicone on the inside of the mold and hope that doesn't mess up the shape too much, which I don't think it would. But it would also create a safer, a much firmer hold on the lollipop. I think I will do that, and then I'll just cut part of the mold. I think that'll be fine. And if it's not, then we'll just slice right across here. And it should be an easy enough fix if that doesn't work. All right. He's looking very happy. Okay. I think the silicone I have for this is fairly firm as well. Yeah, we're almost done. We've only done half an hour. That's okay. Some videos can be short. That is fine. Biggest thing is just going to be getting this smooth. It can be a little lumpy, but he needs to be no rough edges anywhere. I can always sand it too when I'm done if I need to. I'm gonna add a little detail there. I feel like his arm should be a little shorter. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. My nails aren't that long, but I'm still hitting stuff with them. Here we go. Alright, let's do some more details on the back here. What if we gave him a tiniest little bump, like right in the middle? That'd be kind of cute. It did say he had a third pseudopod on the middle of his face. I mean, I don't think it's supposed to look like a nose, but a little smaller. We don't want it that big. There we go. We're almost done with this little guy. Yeah, I'll squish it down a tad more because it doesn't need to be that noticeable. I just like the idea of having just like the faintest little nose. There we go. Alright, yeah, I think we need to do some more dripping type pieces down the back here. And then we're almost done. I just gotta do the lollipop details real quick. Which I think I will do just a very basic. I was debating on like doing the twirly pop, or if I do it the right size, you should be able to put a real lollipop in his hands too. But I want to make a resin one for him to hold. That will be cast separately with resin and wood. I feel like I need to cut away a little bit of this. It's a little too much. Yeah. I'll round this out a bit. almost completed here. I just gotta make sure that every part of his, the bottom part of him touches something. If not, it tends to create or touches the table, because if not, you'll get weird straight like lines and stuff in your original casts. So the first cast I will make of this one probably will be resin, just so that I have a solid piece that I can recast. Back here. Alright. So then I think for the lollipop. No, I did it again. My nails keep. And I know some people would take sponges with water and just sort of wipe things down, and I might do this with him. To smooth him out really well, because that is important for him, especially since he's in the mold. Here we go. We'll leave that tiny little space in there, but we gotta do our lollipop now. Stick him aside for a moment. And I'm debating, like, I could do a circle lollipop. I should probably do that. Let me look something up here real quick. Usually those are white though. And I like the idea of doing the transparent lollipop. Let's see. Oops, I typed that wrong. Yeah, the swirl lollipops are like never transparent. And I really wanted to do like a transparent one, so I think I will just do a basic circle shape, to be honest. I might even have a cookie cutter downstairs so I can perfect the shape. But this is definitely also going to be a quick resin thing, because resin, when it's clear and like with just a little alcohol ink in it, would look exactly like a lollipop. I may have to use a cookie cutter for getting the shape correct and perfectly circular. That's fine, I have cookie cutters downstairs. Roll it. Yeah, I was tempted. I might even still do it. I do have some real lollipops, so I could potentially cast a mold from a real lollipop. I might do that because I'm not sure which I will prefer for the resin mold for the lollipop. But for now, that's our little SCP-999. I think I will leave it slightly open, like that, and then maybe pull this sideways more. Yeah, that way, you can kind of hold smaller lollipops. There we go. But yeah, that's our little SCP-999. The little tickle monster. You know, you can definitely go look at the wiki and the link and read the full little article that's written on him from the SCP Foundation. And he's one of I think the more popular and one of the cutest SCPs. It's fairly well known. For obvious reasons, he's very cute. But yeah, I think we're done with him. So that's what he looks like from the back. That's what he looks like from the front. And either I'm gonna use this or I might cast a real lollipop in a mold so that I can replicate that. But I think he's pretty cute. I'm pretty happy with him, and we're going to be making a mold of him so that I will have silicone replicas of him in the actual color. That'll be soft and squishy, which I think is very appropriate. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any other SCPs you'd like to see me sculpt, creepy, cute, I will try whatever pretty much. Let me know. I also will probably get back to doing mythology, I guess more traditional mythology as well. But I think we're done for now with our little guy. And I will start the molding process with him. So yeah, I think he's pretty cute. I like him. I think he turned out very cute. So yeah, my main goal is just make him look super happy. Super happy and childlike. And I think we accomplished that. I think he does. But yeah, he's just gonna be a little squishy guy. Now I think the silicone I have may be firmer than I would want for something like this, so the first couple ones I do might be a bit stiffer silicone than I would really want. So I can probably order some of the more floppy thin stuff, because I think that'll do better for something like this. But yeah, I like him. So if you watched all of this, I greatly appreciate it. I know I'm supposed to be doing an edited video, probably 2 different edited videos at this point. I will probably do one this weekend. I want to do the water leaper one. I will be posting the edited version of that one soon. But for now, thanks for watching. I will be back with another sculpture or art piece next week, hopefully with demolding this little guy. But thank you so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it, and feel free to give me suggestions and things you would like to see me do. But for now, that will probably be it for today. Thanks so much for watching.